Hello everyone. Got my book. So we are going to read about North Carolina. Okay. So I will of course start with the beginning and then I'll show you the pictures in a little bit. So it says, "Welcome to the Tar Heel State. If you can get into a heated conversation about the best type of barbecue or the most impressive college basketball team, and can sing along to James Taylor's Carolina in My Mind, then chances are you've been bitten by the North Carolina bug. Natives are fiercely proud of the Old North State's innovations, which include Krispy Kreme donuts, cooked at 360 degrees, Cheerwine cherry-flavored soda, family-owned for almost 100 years, and even the barcode. Visitors are impressed by the diversity of wildlife found in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the prime surfing to be had around the Outer Banks Islands, and the majesty of the Appalachian Mountains. Whether you were born in the 12th state or simply have the good fortune to visit, you will undoubtedly be charmed by all that North Carolina has to offer." Key facts, so the capital's Raleigh. Largest cities are Charlotte, Raleigh, and Greensboro, which I've actually been to all of those places. And their bird is the northern cardinal. It's named from Carolus, the Latin for Charles, after King Charles I of England. Statehood date was November 21st, 1789. Statehood order is 12. Flower is a dogwood. Postal code NC. Region South. Main time zone Eastern Standard. Tree longleaf pine. And the state motto is "to be rather than to seem to be." There you have it. Now, some important moments to remember. August 18th, 1587, Virginia Dare, remember learning about her? She is born on Roanoke Island, making her the first child born to English settlers in the Americas. Spring 1799, sorry, that was my dryer. Spring 1799, 12-year-old Conrad Reed goes fishing and finds a 17-pound rock made of gold. The Reed gold mine becomes the first commercial gold mine in the country. 1861, anti-slavery campaigner Harriet Ann Jacobs publishes Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl. March 3rd, 1865, Congress establishes the Freedmen's Bureau to provide food, medical aid, and schooling to former slaves, as well as helping search for lost relatives. December 17, 1903, the Wright brothers fly the first powered airplane at Kill Devil Hills. The flight lasts 12 seconds and covers 120 feet. February 1st, 1960, the Greensboro Four, a group of African American students, sit at a segregated Woolworth's lunch counter in protest. And I've actually, like I said, I've been to Greensboro, so I walked in the town, walked by where that was when I was there. 1964, folk legend Doc Watson releases his first album. He goes on to win 7 Grammys and a Lifetime Achievement Award. January 7, 1985, Bruce Brooks wins a Newbery Honor for The Moves Make the Man, a story of friendship and basketball. 1990, the Romare Bearden Foundation is established to support young artists and writers. This celebrated artist was born in Charlotte. July 1st, 1997, President Clinton calls to congratulate Roby Morgan, the winner of annual Hollerin contest held in Spivey's Corner. So those are some of the moments to remember. And we have some important people that we want to introduce. So we have John Coltrane. He was born in 1926 and he died in 1967. The Train grew up in High Point and became one of the world's most innovative saxophonists and jazz composers. Frances O'Rourke Dowell, she was born in 1964. The award-winning author of Debbie Coe graduated from Wake Forest University. Andy Griffith, he was born in 1926 and he died in 2012. I loved his show. Born in Mount Ari Griffith was an actor and singer best known for the sitcom The Andy Griffith Show. It's a good one. Okay, down here we have, Mia Hamm. She was born in 1972. Before winning 2 Olympic gold medals, soccer star Hamm played for the North Carolina Tar Heels. And then we have Gertrude Bell Elion, born in 1918, and she died in 1999. She's a Nobel Prize winner for her work in pharmacology. Elion was a research professor of Duke University. And then we have Joseph McNeil. He was born in 1942. In 1960, McNeil and 3 other black students sat at a whites-only counter in Greensboro protesting against racial segregation. So that's one of those events that I was talking about. Okay. So this is kind of a layout of the map. So I'll just start on this end. Unto these hills. On summer evenings at the 2,800-seat Mountainside Theater, you can watch an outdoor drama of the story of the Cherokee people. And then right here, it's the Old Farmer's Ball. Dance the Georgia Ragtime and the Shoofly Swing in Swannanoa. And we have Sweet Potato Super Sight. The vitamin A found in the state's most abundant crop helps keep your vision healthy. And then we have Doc Watson in Boone. Fans decorate this local musician's statue with flowers, like they have there. And then we have the Nantahala National Forest, which is home to black bears, bobcats, and the highest waterfall east of the Rockies. And then Judicula Rock, Cherokee legend says a 7-fingered and 7-toed giant created the carvings in the soapstone boulder. And then Nina Simone, Tryon is the birthplace of the legendary piano player, singer, and civil rights spokesperson. Lil Dan, the drummer boy, the artist and writer Romare Bearden, born in Charlotte, created this picture book about the Civil War. And then we have Town Creek Indian Mound, arrowheads, and other stone tools are some of the ancient PD treasures found here. Brainstormers, graffiti artists such as David Ellis have transformed these barns in Cameron. Michael Jordan, this basketball superstar, moved from New York to Wilmington when he was a toddler. Museum art, the Cloud Chamber sculpture in the museum park projects the sky outside onto the floor inside. Need for Speed, the NASCAR Hall of Fame celebrates the story of car racing. And then we have North Carolina State Capitol. The State Capitol building was completed in 1840. Whew. Now, Chapel Hill is zoomed in here. So it says, Indie Rock Merge Records has helped fans rock out to bands like Arcade Fire and the Mountain Goats. Soccer star Mia Hamm started a bone marrow foundation in Chapel Hill in memory of her brother. In basketball battle, the rivalry between the Tar Heels and the Blue Devils is one of the most intense in sporting history. All right, I'm going to switch sides. This book is heavy. Okay. So we have Sugar Ray Leonard. Rocky Mount was the early home of this Olympic boxing champion named after singer Ray Charles. And then, Roanoke Island and Dare Mainland is right here. Okay, whoops. Okay. First flight. The Wright brothers took their bike smarts and invented a plane. Their first flight took place at Kill Devil Hills on the Outer Banks. And so that, did they point to where that is? Well, okay. I guess not. Anyway, then we have Graveyard of the Atlantic. Many ships like the USS Monitor have been wrecked in these treacherous waters. Cape Hatteras, in 1999, preservationists moved this 208-foot tall brick lighthouse half a mile. And I think that's that one picture you saw on the website. Banker horses. Ocracoke Island is home to a breed of wild horse. The original horses may have swum to shore following a 1585 shipwreck. That's cool. Blue crabs. The scientific name for these 10-legged crustaceans is Callinictus sapidus, meaning savory, beautiful swimmer. That is true. I did have some blue crab when I went there. Blackbeard's battle. The savage pirate terrorized ships along the Ocracoke Inlet and met his demise here. And then we have the Edington Tea Party was a political protest of 1774 where 51 women vowed to give up tea and other British products to oppose British taxes. Hey, so that wasn't the only tea party going on in the American Revolution, so that's kind of cool. And then Plot Hounds. Courageous and determined, these dogs were first bred in North Carolina to protect farms from wildcats. Now, I'm surprised that they didn't mention any of the battlefields from the American Revolution in here, which I have been to, but what are you going to do? Well, that is what is in the book. I think the only other thing that I need to mention from our booklet here, so the state motto again, it is in Latin, and if you're interested, is esse quam videri, meaning to be rather than to seem. And the only other thing I think you need to know is the state fish is the channel bass, and the state insect is honeybee. And then I think the only thing is area is 48,711 square miles. The highest point is 6,648 feet. Lowest point is sea level. Now the seal, I don't know if you saw that. This is my version. If I could get it right. It's weird because this goes backwards. So it's like on the water and has people on there in a ship coming in. It says the Great Seal of the State of North Carolina, and then it has the date, or no, it says Esse Quam Videri, which is the motto. I would probably look it up online so you can get a better picture of it, but just to give you an idea, and then that would be the flag. Okay? It's so lovely, I know. Anyway, I think that's it. You are getting your booklets. When you see this, you'll be hopefully have them, but I will still put a picture up of a blank one in case yours got lost or you didn't get it or whatever. So I'll make sure that you still get that. All right. So that is it for North Carolina. I'll see you for the next state.